What a weekend of Filipino football we had. The title contenders were battling out. The emotions were high also in Cebu, where the fight for fourth reached its peak. So reach for a cold one, sit back, and I will take you through week 17 of the PFL.
It's the PFL, ReCap.
Mabuhay PFL fans, and welcome to another PFL recap with me, Andy K. Today we have the biggest game of the season for you, Kaya Iloilo versus Manila Digger. The league title might be decided. A win for Kaya and they will be league champions. A win for Digger or a draw and the title will be decided next weekend. We also had important matches in the fight for the PFL finals, Cebu versus Stallion. Whoever wins will have one foot in the finals, so let's jump right in. And we start in Iloilo. Two strong teams. Can Kaya get revenge from their last encounter? Digger are missing one of their best players, Mudu Mane, due to suspension. It was Kaya who drew first blood. Ernest Barfo headed in 1-0 for Kaya, and the reigning champions are in the driving seat. Then Kaya got a red card. Eric Esso got his second yellow and was sent off, and hope for Digger came back. Digger had a couple of chances, but nothing that troubled Cortez in Kaya's goal. Pausman Guy with a strike in the top corner and the game was level. A wonderful goal by Guy just before halftime. Second half, Digger tried to break down Kaya's defense, but the team from Iloilo defended well and Cortez in goal stood firm. Then some controversy at the end. The ball forward to an offside standing Cisse, but he didn't touch the ball and another player scored. Digger players were really upset at the assistant referee since he flagged for offside and the goal was disallowed. And the match ended 1-1. Angry and emotional Digger players surrounding the ref after his final whistle. What are your thoughts about this? Leave a comment. My opinion is not offside. Cisse clearly avoided to try and play the ball. Now the title decider will be next week, Kaya with a slight advantage. First match on the Sunday was the Philippines youth national teams against Loyola. Two teams that have been playing really good the last couple of matches, but two teams that really don't have much to play for, except for pride and maybe a slight chance to move up one spot in the table. And it was the youngsters who showed the more fighting spirit at the start of the match. A couple of good chances, but it took a free kick in the dying moments in the first half to open the score account. Who else but Edgar Aben Jr. A superb free kick again, and his fifth for the season. In the second half, the youth team continued to play well, and in the 58th minute they made 2-0 Ramil Bation. Towards the end of the match, Loyola started to pick up speed, but it was a little bit too late. They managed to get one back though in the 95th minute, Coco Narita. And that was that. 2-1 to the Philippines youth national team. They now have a good shot to get 8th place next weekend. Because one Taguig made things short in the Taguig derby against Maharlika. 1-0 came in the 33rd minute to Kasa Shimomura and his 7th goal of the season. Junior Sab then made it 2-0 in the 44th minute. And Shimomura then got his second for the day just before halftime. In the second half, Taguig stepped off the gas a little bit and the match finished 3-0 and Taguig is almost certain to play in the finals now. The match Cebu against Stallion was a heated one. Much at stake and you can see it meant a lot for the players. High energy, intense duels and emotions on the edge. First 10 minutes was action all the way. Half an hour in, a cross found Kainoa Bailey's head and 1-0 to the Gentle Giants. A very good first half ended with Cebu on top. Can both teams keep up the intensity in the second? And it started off in full pace. Stallion pushing forward and Cebu on the counter. At the hour mark, Stefan Schreck got acrobatic and tried a bicycle kick, but the keeper was on his toes. It was a very good match, one of the best matches this season. And great audience support. Cebu's home matches really have the best atmospheres in the league. The match finished 1-0 and it's advantage Cebu for 4th going into the last round of the regular season. Stallion will need the help from Davao Aguilas who plays Cebu in the last match. And Stallion of course need to beat Kaya, so it's excitement all the way to the finish line. Davao had no problem disposing of Mendiola, who because of the Philippine youth team's win earlier was confirmed to finish last in this season's PFL. 1-0 came already in the 5th minute, Yomarai Sapal. 2-0 came from a corner, Davao with a distinct header. Mendiola did have a good chance in the first half, but great goalkeeping by John Betanio. Then we had one strange goal. Dalapo's shot deflected on the keeper. Defender tried to head it away, but it went into the post. The keeper then throwing himself to save it, but apparently the ball had crossed the line and it was 3-0 to Davao. Second half, Davao should have scored 4-0, but instead of passing he took the shot and it went wide. The match ended 3-0 to Davao, or Aguilas I should say. They apparently removed Davao from their club name. The table before the last round of the season. Kaya 1 point ahead of Digger, so who will win we will see in the last round next weekend. It looks like Taguig will take third unless we have the surprise of a lifetime. Cebu have the advantage to Stallion for fourth, but is still far from over. Davao will most likely finish sixth. Still a small chance to reach fifth. Maharlika have a chance to catch up on Loyola at 7th. But also, the youth national team can catch Maharlika if they win against them. And Mendiola we know will finish rock bottom. So last round we have as mentioned the fight for 8th place. Youth national team versus Maharlika. Then Cebu versus Davao. A win for Cebu and they are through to the finals. A loss and Stallion will have a shot. Mendiola will have it tough against Taguig, who most certainly will have a place in the finals. On Sunday the league winner will be announced. Digger will play Loyola and need to win, not to hand the title to Kaya before they have even played. Then Kaya will have a tough game versus Stallion, if Stallion is still in the race. Because if Cebu wins their game on Saturday, Stallion really don't have anything to play for. I wish they could have played the last matches of the season at the same time, because the final match might be so anticlimactic. Let's hope though that will be an exciting last weekend of the Philippines Football League. Now we get over to matchday.ph and watch the conclusion of the Philippines Football League. Who will win? Who will reach the finals? Thank you all for watching, and as always, like, share and subscribe. Paalam.